Welcome to High Ground Cantina. This is Friday the 13th. I'm doing one review a day this month, 31 Days of Horror. And this October, the 13th day, falls on a Friday. Friday the 13th, 1980 is directed by Sean S. Cunningham and stars Adrienne King, along with Betsy Palmer, as she slices off 6 degrees of Kevin's bacon.
Well, I'm Mrs. Voorhees.
Out of the entire franchise, this is one of the movies that I revisit the least. And recently, I got the 4K version. So I popped it in and watched, and this was far better than I remembered. There's the subtle misdirection of Steve Christie's Jeep and Mrs. Voorhees' Jeep, juxtaposed to the in-your-face nature of Crazy Ralph.
It's got a death curse!
There's an atmosphere to this film that a lot of movies borrow from. It's very effective use of darkness, surprisingly subtle. They don't show or tell you everything, but there is an element of surprise and tension.
Rain turns to blood, and blood washes away in little rivers.
At times, it's also unintentionally funny. Think about Kevin Bacon's death scene for a moment. So his character Jack and his girlfriend Marcy are making love on this little bunk bed. When Marcy leaves, Kevin Bacon is there the whole time. He never leaves. And of course, the old lady in the sweater, Mrs. Voorhees, when you stop and think about it, she was there the entire time they were having sex. Top that off, their friend was stashed above them in the upper bunk. Hilarious. Everyone overlooks the off-screen kills, and in particular, Steve Christie's murder. There is an impact that we really forget about. For one thing, this is 1980, and in most movies up to this point, you would have the cavalry be the man. He would come in, and if he didn't save the day, he would play a major role in the final act, a la Dr. Loomis. Here, in the off-screen kills, we don't see what happens to these characters until the tension is raised and everybody is off the board. In the meantime, we do get some graphic kills. So you have these rogue filmmakers on a shoestring budget making basically a cash grab Halloween ripoff, and they come up with one of the most original endings in all of horror. Betsy Palmer just goes for it.
Don't let her get away, Mommy. Don't let her live.
Definitely recommend the uncut version. Then when everything's all said and done, they double down on crazy with the dream sequence at the end.
Then he's still there.
By no means is it a perfect movie, but it is charming AF.